Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for all you guys born in the year of the dog. So welcome back all my lovely dog people. How are we doing this week? Let's find out. I apologize for the late reading again, but it is simply a busy summer for me, and in the next couple of weeks we will slowly start getting back to normal. So the best thing I can suggest is you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss your next reading. Though you'll always come after the rooster and you'll always be before the pig, because that is just the order of the Chinese Zodiac. Let's see how you guys are doing this week by finding 3 cards that we can pull out for you. So let's stop about there. Let's take that one from the bottom. Let's take this one from the middle. Let's take that one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we got 2 blacks and a white. Starting off in that negative space, moving over to a positive. So we can say in some ways that it is looking a little bit like things are going up and things are getting a little bit better. However, we would be naive to think that white is all right and black is always an attack. It all depends on what is on the other side of these cards. Black is simply things could be better right now. It could be, things could be more preferable than they are. But we're moving into this white space, which is, things could be worse. Things are looking up, try and see the positives. We're going to flip it over, and there's that dog card. That's you representing yourself right there. Time to remember who you are, dog people. What's going on? Bit of a conflict, huh? Somebody rubbing you up the wrong way. Somebody getting you wrong. Somebody not quite feeling your vibe, or you're not feeling their vibe. Maybe that's the case. I think right now, dogs are compatible with other dogs. They do get along quite well. However, I think right now you're being protective. You're being quite protective because I think you're not being listened to. Somebody's not hearing you. Somebody's not having a reasonable approach to understanding or comprehending what you're trying to get across. You're trying to communicate, but it's getting lost in sort of translation. Right now, I think you're getting protective because of this defensive. You're getting defensive because you're not feeling heard. You're not feeling heard, and because of this, it's distracting you. Right now, it's hard for you to focus. Right now, it's hard because this is taking up a lot of your time. And I think right now, you're going to get to a point where you might snap. You might snap, you might be feeling argumentative, you might feel threatened. That's why you're being reserved and protected. I think right now you need to focus on your sort of, where your goals are, what you want to achieve. Focus on positive things. Focus on things that you want to get to, have a goal, have something to aspire to. I think right now you need to look at, ways to maybe not distract you per se, but to definitely process this in a healthier way, and maybe not get defensive and aggressive over it and take that out on people around you. You got that rooster card jumping in, so we're definitely thinking about something, and there's definitely something on your mind, something that's getting you in a bit of a tiff that you're maybe overthinking a little bit. Now, I don't want to say that that's not warranted. Potentially it is warranted. Maybe there is a thing right now that you actually have to focus on, and there's a lot of thinking to be involved. But you're not happy about that because, again, it's getting you down. It's making you frustrated. It's making you worried. You don't know how to take this. You don't know what to do. The rooster and the dog, again, they can get along. They're not overly incompatible. And I think you're just looking for support. I think right now you're just looking for something that can open up this door of communication so that you can actually be understood, or understand what's going on and why people aren't comprehending what you're trying to get across. There's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of back and forth that isn't necessarily going anywhere, and the resolution is very minimal. I think you need to maybe explain it in a different way. Maybe it's a good idea, as I say, to not get defensive, not get aggressive, don't get frustrated if you can help it. Try and take things as they are, and don't over exaggerate or over inflate, things that potentially you could, make worse than they are. You could potentially make mountains out of molehills here, and you don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be doing that because, again, it's going to take away your focus. There's already a lot on your mind, and you're already feeling a bit defensive and in a place where you feel like you need to protect yourself. Why you need to do that, only you know, really, or, you'll figure this out. But at the end of the day, it is going to take a mindset that is dedicated to positive outcomes rather than looking for destruction, chaos, and trying to find a way to fix this through aggression or, you know, taking it out on people around you. Like I say, you don't want arguments. What are arguments going to achieve? It's not an argument you want, it's resolution. And there's a difference there. You want a conversation. You know, you want to have something that's back and forth and almost like a heart to heart. Maybe there's something or someone in your life right now that you just feel that you need to invest some time into to kind of like bring it back around emotionally. There's a lot on your mind, as I say, a lot on your mind that is making it obviously a lot more challenging for you to just go about your everyday life simply because this is taking your focus. It's taking that kind of, this is what's going on, this is what's happening. So don't concentrate on that. Don't focus on that. You need to have it here, but potentially you don't need to be focusing on this particular thing. Maybe you could go over there and think about that for a little while. Have a little bit of a break. Don't forget to take a break from things, even if it is dealing with, you know, your internal stuff. You don't have to do it all. Rome wasn't built in a day, my lovely dog people. That monkey card's coming in. It's self-care time. It's time to look out for yourself. Time to actually pamper yourself and actually try and bring this back around to make yourself look, you know, or not look better, feel better. Make the outlook seem more, I guess in some ways, positive as it is than you're originally seeing. The monkey and the dog, no real challenges. It's in the positive. It's a good card. Things to do, yes, it's a doer card. You've got things that you've got to get done, things that you want to, you know, as I say, focus on rather than all of this bull crap, basically. I think right now you need to have a bit of R&R. It's time to have a bit of like sort of rest and relaxation here. You're overdoing it. You're making things feel like, you know, it's all heavy, but you forget, as heavy as something is, you don't have to carry it the whole way all the time continuously. Put it down. Have a break. Slow down. Look after yourself. It's okay to be selfish sometimes. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again, because selfish is seen as this ugly word, this horrible, ugly word, when really selfish just means you're looking after yourself. It's self-care. It's taking care of you and looking out for you, not being a people pleaser, not trying to help everybody, not going out of your way to just sort of like put yourself in a vulnerable position for others. Sometimes you have to be selfish for your own sake, for your own sanity, because you're driving yourself crazy with these things here. We've got this dog, we've got this rooster, and that's going to be hard, you know, being defensive and overthinking things, you know. And not only that, this rooster is a critic, so being judgy and criticizing stuff right now as well is exactly where you're going to be drawn into. Things are going to just light your fuse, and all of a sudden, everything's a problem. That monkey's going to turn this around for you because it's going to give you things to focus on that aren't necessarily this. You can leave this thing and focus on other things for a while. It's time for a little bit of a break. I think you deserve it. I think you need a bit of a rest. I think right now you've been chasing sticks all day, and it's time for you to go and lay down by the fire. You know? That's a metaphorical dog kind of reference. And that stick is basically this thing that you are trying to pursue and figure out. How about we just leave it for a little bit? Maybe take a day. Maybe it's time to have a day and just focus on you for a little bit. So then you can come at this with a clear mind. Because that's what that's kind of what you need to do. Is you need to come at this after you've cleared up some of the stuff that you're frustrated about or criticizing or judging, or, you know, this stuff that you're putting into your head right now, which is bringing you down and making you defensive. You need to figure this stuff out, and that resolution will come through. And I think it starts with looking out for yourself and doing that first. But we'll figure that out, won't we? And you'll see as the week goes by and we come back and do another reading for you guys in a week's time. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And if I don't see you for the pig reading, which is next, I'll see you next week, guys. Thanks for watching. Love and peace.